The wedding tomorrow? Cancel it.
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Exactly what I said. I won't allow a shabby girl like you to marry my son.
Shabby? That's not even funny.
I'm not joking. I'm serious. Call it off. I'm your mother-in-law and I'm telling you this, so listen to me.
I don't know why you'd say that. The wedding is tomorrow. We can't call it off now. Didn't you even give your blessings for our marriage? You said you'd trust me with Elon.
You're so stubborn.
What?
Of course I was just being nice. And yet you really want to marry Elon? He's an elite company worker who graduated from a prestigious university. Why should he marry a poor woman like you?
Poor woman? I am not a poor woman.
Stop lying just because you want to marry Elon. At your age, you don't even have any savings anyway, do you?
That's not true.
I know you're just trying to get at his money by marrying him. That's not going to happen.
Trying to get at his money? It's true that he's a very talented man and has a high income. But I'm not attracted to him because of his income. I'm marrying him because I'm attracted to his personality.
You're so transparent. I can see your ulterior motives.
I don't have any ulterior motives. I respect and love him with all my heart. Even if he had a low income, I'd still marry him.
I'm not so sure about that.
What?
You can say whatever you want, can't you? The fact is, Elon has a high income. It's no wonder a poor girl like you would be attracted to him.
I'm telling you, you're wrong. I'm not poor. Why are you so clueless?
You are really trying to cover it up. Surely you're trying to hide your true nature as a poor woman. You put a lot of effort into your appearance and clothing. But if you are going to do it, you should have made sure that you are not the only one. Poor people aren't very smart and don't really think it through.
Not only me? What's your point?
When I saw you at the face-to-face meeting, I couldn't believe what I was seeing.
You couldn't believe what?
Your mother. What a shabby mess. I shuddered to think that I would have someone like that as a relative.
Don't talk about my mother. She was so busy with work, she didn't have time to change her clothes. She came to the restaurant for our meeting.
It must be hard. You're so poor that you have to work 3 part-time jobs.
Who told you that?
No one needs to tell me that. She was so shabbily dressed.
She said she had to work all night that day. By the time she came to the restaurant, her makeup was still pretty decent.
Well, I feel sorry for her because she probably only has a part-time job. You're a poor girl who could only fix her appearance, and your mother didn't even have time to do that. The poor family. It was pretty funny.
Please don't make fun of my mother. My mother is in a respectable profession.
Oh, excuse me. Whatever her job is, it's a noble profession. But when it comes to my son's wife's mother, it's a different story. She's a shabby-looking part-timer.
My mother is not a shabby person. And I don't think you should judge people based on their occupation alone.
What a beautiful thing to say. Anyway, I don't approve of my son marrying a poor, uneducated girl. You should know your place in this world.
My place?
That's right. If you're not gonna consider that and call off the wedding, then I'll just have to do something about it. Just keep that in mind.
What do you mean?
Just quietly bow out or you'll be sorry. If you don't cancel the wedding, you're going to regret it. So take my advice and call off the ceremony right now.
Hold on just a minute. Elon, we're in trouble. I don't know what to do.
Aurora, what's wrong? Are you freaking out about the wedding tomorrow?
This is no time for jokes.
What do you mean?
I got a message from your mother today.
From Mom? What did she say?
She wants me to cancel the wedding tomorrow.
Huh?
Of course, I said I couldn't. And then she said a lot of things.
What things?
To put in a nutshell, she doesn't approve of our marriage. She's embarrassed because my mother is a shabby woman. She said if I don't call it off, she'll do something about it tomorrow. Something like that, I guess.
Huh? What's that? That woman's been ruining my life since forever. I really didn't want her to be involved in our marriage in the first place. But she's my mother, so that wasn't really an option.
Me neither. I don't care what she says about me, but when she starts talking about my mom, it really threw me off. Plus, I'm worried about what's going to happen at the wedding tomorrow. Your mother, what is she going to do?
I don't know what she's thinking. She's got her head screwed on wrong. I was a little relieved when she was quiet at the meeting, but I guess I shouldn't have been. But it's okay. I'll make sure to tell my dad about this.
You're sure?
Of course it's okay. I'm not gonna let her cause any trouble for you or your family. I'll have my dad keep an eye on my mom. You don't need to worry.
Really? That's good, but I'm kind of worried.
Aurora, it's our long-awaited wedding. Let's make it a fun and memorable day.
Yeah, you're right. Gotcha. I'll leave it to you to take care of your mother.
Yeah.
Okay then, see you tomorrow. I'll be there a little earlier than you because I have to do hair and makeup. Call me when you get there.
Okay, I'll do that.
You really did it this time, didn't you? You're so sneaky, aren't you?
Oh, Aurora, what's wrong all of a sudden? How dare you call your mother-in-law sneaky? What a foul-mouthed girl you are.
When something like this happens, anybody gets foul-mouthed. What's the meaning of this?
What's the meaning of what?
Please don't be so smug. You snuck into the bride's room, didn't you?
What's the bride's room?
It's the room where the bride changes. That's where you scribbled on my dress, didn't you? Since you drew on my pure white dress with a magic marker, I can't wear it, can I?
What? I would never do such a thing.
Only my mother-in-law would do such a thing.
How dare you be so rude to the groom's mother? Stop making strange accusations. Maybe some kid just did some graffiti.
Then why were you at the wedding hall so early? Yesterday you said if I didn't call off the wedding, you'd have to do something about it. You came before anyone else and scribbled graffiti on my dress so that the ceremony couldn't take place, didn't you?
I told you it wasn't me. What time I show up is my business, isn't it?
What happened to my father-in-law?
Your father-in-law wakes up late, so I came before him.
Oh, come on, give me a break.
Why are you asking about your father-in-law?
No reason.
But then the wedding will be canceled, right? That's great. Actually, the reason I came so early was I just wanted to check if your wedding would be canceled or not.
You're so obvious.
It's not right to blame me out of spite.
Sneaking into my room? How dare you sneak into my room and write graffiti on my dress? This is a matter that will definitely get you sued.
Sue me? I think that's a bit dramatic. Besides, there is no proof that I did it. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop trying to make people look bad based on speculation.
I am not speculating.
I don't know what you're talking about when you have no proof.
If it's evidence you want, I have it.
Huh?
Are you forgetting that this is a wedding hall?
What do you mean?
There are a lot of security cameras inside this wedding hall. You entered through the front entrance, and the camera caught you entering the bride's room.
What?
You scribbled on the dress, didn't you?
Huh?
That's right, isn't it?
Yes, I did. I did it because there was no way I was going to let you marry Elon. Something wrong with that? You're a mean person, so I figured you wouldn't listen to a word I had to say. I knew you'd never listen to me and would go ahead with the wedding. I messed up the dress so that there would be no wedding.
Are you going to try to justify it? How pathetic. My mother is furious too.
Oh, is your miserable mother with you? If so, tell your mother.
What?
I will not approve with my son marrying your poor daughter. You should know your level of life. Tell her that.
Oh my God. How far do you have to go to insult my mother?
Stop taking it out on me. If you have a problem with that, why don't you tell your mother? It would be a problem for Elon, an elite company employee, to marry a girl with such a shabby and poor mother.
You're terrible. You've gone too far now. I don't care if you're talking about me, but if you insult my mother to that extent, I won't stand for it.
Then let's pretend this marriage never happened.
Excuse me?
If you're so angry that you can't stand it, you should not get married to Elon, right? After marrying Elon, you will become his wife and your mother-in-law's servant.
Huh? Servant?
Of course. I am your mother-in-law. I'm your husband's mother. But I don't want a cocky servant who won't listen to me. Pretend the marriage never took place and get out of here.
I will never be your servant. I'm not calling off the wedding either, no matter what. I promise you that.
Are you still saying that? You're a persistent one, aren't you? I'll say it again. Get out of this wedding hall.
You are too much.
Just get out.
I understand.
Your miserable mother can leave with you. The wedding is about to be canceled. I'll leave the ceremony soon too. Wow, that's too bad. Hey, Mom. Oh, Elon. Why haven't you come home yet, even though the wedding is canceled? I prepared a lot of snacks to celebrate the cancellation of the wedding. Please come home soon with your father. Oh, and of course, don't bring that poor woman. What are you talking about? The wedding went well. Huh? Why? I thought something like this might happen. I had the staff of the wedding hall prepare a spare dress for us. A spare dress? How is that possible? I got a call from Aurora yesterday. I had a bad feeling about this, so I called the wedding hall and asked them to do it. It was a close call. Why are you sticking your nose in this? This is all for your sake. What is for my sake? I want to marry Aurora. What's wrong with you? Even Dad is furious. He can't believe it. What? Your father? Why? Because he's indebted to Aurora. Indebted to Aurora? What? What are you talking about? Your father has nothing to do with Aurora. What does your father, a high-income elite man, owe such a poor person? Maybe he was set up by that poor woman or something. Oh, your poor father. How selfish you are. How could Dad put up with you all this time? Huh? Judging from talking to you, you don't even know he was looking for a job, do you? Job hunting? He's been working at the top of a prestigious company for years. He doesn't need to be looking for a job. You don't know much about Dad. Dad's company went bankrupt due to the recession. What? When? A year ago. Why did he keep such an important thing from me? He told you over and over again. What on earth were you listening to? Huh? You've only thought about yourself. Dressed up in brand name clothes, going out and playing around when Dad would be coming home from work. You were always so busy with your favorite bartender, weren't you? Why would you bring that up? Why would anyone act so obvious? Dad actually checked into it. I can't believe he didn't divorce you. No way, you're kidding. Did he know? Are you stupid? Anyone could see what you were doing. It's the same with the dress today. That's how honest I am. My feelings are expressed with my whole self. How can Aurora be the one that your father owes a favor to? I'm really dumbfounded. I'd better ask Aurora to explain this. Huh? What do you mean? Elon?
Hello, mother-in-law. It's me.
Why are you with Elon?
Well, yeah, of course. We just finished the wedding, so we would be together, wouldn't we?
You're always getting on my nerves. How could my husband be indebted to someone like you?
I am your husband's boss.
Huh? What are you talking about? My husband works for a prestigious company. There's no way a poor girl like you is his boss.
Didn't you hear what Elon said earlier? Your husband's company was hit hard by the recession and went bankrupt a year ago.
Really?
And he was lamenting the fact that he was getting older. Right around that time, there was a vacancy in my department. We needed to fill it as soon as possible, regardless of age. So I approached him.
To your company?
That's right. We had been doing business with the company your husband worked for some time. He knew most of the work we were doing, so the process went smoothly. After consulting with the company executives, I interviewed him.
What? Why should you interview him? Isn't that too rude?
Because I'm the head of the department.
Department head? Don't make me laugh. You're just an ordinary employee. You can't possibly be the department head.
Normally, I would be. I joined this company on my mother's recommendation.
Your mother? That miserable mother? What are you talking about? I don't understand.
I think you are mistaken. My mother is a lawyer.
Lawyer? You've got to be kidding.
I'm not joking, it's true. She forgets about her appearance when she is absorbed in her work. So I guess she looks shabby.
What?
By the way, I graduated from a famous national university. I'm fluent in several languages. My mother, who is a corporate lawyer, recommended me for the job.
Is it true?
It's true. Of course, since she recommended me, I worked very hard. So I was recognized in many ways and became a department head exceptionally early. I was the one who recommended my father-in-law to the company. It was a miracle that we had a vacancy just when he lost his job. That has helped me a lot in my work.
Does this type of thing even happen?
It does happen. I'm so glad I was able to help my father-in-law. He is a man of great achievements. Needless to say, he was an immediate asset to our company. I don't know which one of us is the boss.
I can't believe you're his superior. More importantly, I can't believe your mother is a lawyer.
Oh yes, I have a message from my mother.
What message?
The wedding hall is demanding compensation from you for the graffiti on the dress today.
Me? You rented the dress, didn't you? Then shouldn't you be the one to pay?
No, you entered the bridesmaid's room without permission. The graffiti was deliberate, so they're making a claim against you. And we have the evidence from the security cameras.
Oh no. That's terrible.
You will also be charged for the emotional distress you caused me just before the wedding.
What? There's no way I can pay that.
You will pay it. You're in perfect health, aren't you? You can make money any way you want.
What?
My mother is a lawyer. There's no way you're getting out of this, so do whatever you have to do to pay it.
Oh no, I'll ask your father-in-law.
Ask my father-in-law?
Because I've never worked. It would be quickest and easiest to ask your father-in-law to pay for it, wouldn't it?
How self-centered are you? Last night, he told you that he absolutely wanted to go together and to not just go by yourself.
Oh, really? Did he say that? How did you know that?
Because I talked to Elon. You broke your promise and went to the wedding by yourself without permission. You tried to ruin the wedding by scribbling graffiti on my dress. My father-in-law is even more upset than Elon.
What?
I'm terribly sorry to tell you this, but he's thinking of divorcing you.
Divorce? Why should I get a divorce? You shouldn't be happier than me. Defying me, your mother-in-law, and marrying Elon is something that needed to be addressed severely.
No, I don't understand. Listen, before blaming me, think carefully about what you have done. As Elon said earlier, there are more than enough reasons for you to get divorced.
Why did you do this to me?
Before coming and messing up our wedding, didn't you have more important things to do?
Huh?
Because you didn't even know that your husband's company went bankrupt. You were playing around all night and spending money on everything. You didn't listen to your husband or your son. I can't imagine how hard it was for them. Have you ever thought about it?
Well, that's...
When your husband came to our company, he looked exhausted. Of course, there was the stress of the bankruptcy of his previous job, but I think most of the stress came from my selfish mother-in-law.
What? Even if that were true, I don't want you to talk to me like that.
I see. Then you can talk to him yourself.
Wait a minute. My husband? He's angry, right? Really angry?
Of course he is. Both your husband and Elon are furious. Also, the person in charge of the ceremony is here. Go back to the wedding hall right now and discuss the matter of reimbursement for the dress and so on.
Well, then, it would really help out if you could be there too.
Huh?
I'd like you to join the discussion so that I don't get divorced. I need you to convince the two of them. I'm not looking for a divorce, okay? You're going to be my daughter-in-law today, right? You have to help me.
How selfish can you be? I can't deal with a person like you anymore. I have no intention of helping you. Also, Elon is going to cut ties with you forever.
Huh? You're lying, right? Elon? She's not lying. I can't deal with you anymore. I'm tired of all the trouble you've caused me, Dad, and Aurora. Take responsibility for what you've done. Elon, don't say that. You're my only son. From now on, we're strangers. Well then...
Then I will end this chat. From now on, you're on your own. Goodbye. After that, my mother-in-law came running to the wedding venue, crying and begging not to be divorced and insulated. But my father-in-law and Elon were so determined that they signed the divorce papers in the presence of my mother, the lawyer. Elon will marry into my family, thus severing all ties with his mother. She was given a share of the property in the divorce. However, my mother-in-law had been spending a lot of money over the years on young, cute guys. She had to pay a huge amount of money for compensation, including the cost of paying for the dress. She went to work and learned firsthand how to appreciate money. After that, Elon and I moved out, and my father-in-law started living alone nearby. Now that my mother-in-law is out of the picture, everyone can live life in peace.